Hey everybody, Steven here, playing Subnautica Below Zero, and today looking at the latest updates to the game. The devs have actually been working this weekend, so they've been pushing a little bit harder on getting some of this stuff done. Big thing here is polish on the crystal caves here. So with this, one of the things that I mentioned in the past was that the devs are trying to make the crystals look more crystally, and that's actually on the Favro site. So they actually have updated some of these, and with that too we see more crystals just in general throughout the biome now. And I think they're going to add more, just based off kind of what I'm seeing here, because I think they'll want to fill it out. Now this is the connecting tunnel coming from the deep purple vent biome. So already we're starting to see a little bit more, and I just did a video a couple days ago and we had some additions here, and it seems like we're seeing more already. Go down through here. This seems more filled out with this. We'll make our way over here. Now some of this was already here, like I said, it just looks a little bit more filled out. And if I can get a good angle on it, there we go. So the transparency is part of this, making it look more like a crystal. And this actually just got tweaked on build 34.229. It was actually a little bit more transparent. And it seems like it's already been tweaked again for this build. So this area right here, if I go straight, we'll go straight into the main open area of the biome here. We should have, there it is, whoa, Shadow Leviathan. We have two different paths that we can take, well, actually three, but kind of these back areas right here. There we go. And once again, where you can kind of see through the crystals here. Yeah, it's interesting to see the change, because I had to exit out to tweak the aspect ratio before I started recording, and then it went from, it just basically updated to the new build, and they are already tweaked again. It looks like the surface itself is shinier. You can see that right there as I move back and forth. Let me slow that down. There we go. So not only the ability to see through some of these like you can right here, but also the reflection on these as well. Seems like they're brighter at the ends also, especially when you're up close. Alright, let's keep going. So we had these here in the last video. That might be some right there. That's what I was looking for. And so then we're just seeing, it seems like a little bit more, but this is what I was referring to in the last video. So they do still have some here, which very much looks like a crystal, where it can change kind of that color depending on the angle that you're looking at it. And then right here, right, very clear in terms of being able to see through that. I like that look. And that was kind of what I had in mind when I thought about what they would do to actually tweak these a little bit. So I'm wondering if it's going to be a mixture, because it seems like a mixture here of this kind of new look with the old ones. Yeah, I definitely like these. That is really cool looking. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section with this, if you like this new look. And I don't know if this is 100% how they're going to keep it. It may just be an underlying thing, and then they'll put more detail on top of it, because these seem to be almost like a mixture. See, it depends on where I'm at with the lighting, but they're still clear in certain parts. So I'm wondering if that's the kind of look that they put underneath, and then they layer this original look on top of it, and it gives us this new look. And we can see it over here. So one of the entry points for the crystal castle here. And actually, let's go down here. I'm hoping they improve the draw distance in here, because I think that's going to make the biome look better, because right now you don't see anything off in the distance, but I know there are a lot more crystals in here. But let's go down here. So in the crystal castle, you're going to see, where are we going? A lot, I don't know if it's a lot more, or it kind of looks like they made them taller. Oh, there's a good, you can really see through that one. Plus the shiny look to it. Definitely looks like a lot of crystals in here now. Right, the name makes more sense. And I know there was crystals in here before. It just seems like they're, like I said, they're much taller. It fills this area out more. And even when you go into the Crystal Castle cache here, same thing. You definitely can see through that one. So when we make our way in here, and Liam Tart said that they were going to be tweaking these, this looks more filled out, right? It just looks like the crystals are much taller, larger. Fills everything out. So I'm expecting things are going to be added to the ground now, plants and things like that, and maybe a tweaking of what this is, because it seems pretty small right now. So let's back out of here. We'll go through the other entry exit point on this. If I can find it. There we go. Because now with the new look, you might have trouble kind of coming in and out of here. There we go. And so this will be that other entry exit point. And with this, I'll back out. It seems like they've filled this out a little bit more also. So just more overlapping parts. And some of these were here in this other video, but like I said, the addition of a little bit more, filling out certain areas, the new look. Alright, so we have that. That's going to be here. And then I'm going to zoom out, take off the water volume here. We will go from here to, and actually I'm close enough. Let's go to the Deep Lilypad Cache. There we go. All right, so the big thing here is the addition of lighting to the statue. So I covered this in that last video. We've had the waterfall and all that, and it's really just the lighting effect now. So now that it's illuminated, you can see more detail on it. Still waiting for the tweak to the body part here. But it looks really good. This whole area looks really good, just in general, but it's getting better and better. So we have that. Then let's zoom. There we go. So, and you can see it here. So the Delta Island level of design has been improved. So with that, one of the things I've noticed is it's not the shape, the general shape is there now versus just all completely popping in. There we go. So it was general, just saying level of design. I think part of that is helping with the loadouts. Some of the blending. I'm coming down here on this other side. But some of that stuff is going to be a little bit harder to pick out. There you go. It seems like the bottom looks better. It's not a complete cutoff. It blends into the water better. But sometimes a little bit harder to pick out just because they'll just say Delta Island LOD, level of design, right? or level of detail, sorry, with that, without being crazy specific. I mean, you got to kind of look at everything and try and sort it out yourself. But this is a big thing to cover, right? I didn't notice this till yesterday when I was kind of messing around on this. An area for the spy penguin to go, I believe. Let's see, I don't think we can jump up there. No, yeah, you're going to need the... Unless we can cheat that. Nope. So I don't know how long that's been in game. I just noticed it yesterday. It may have been in here for a while, but yeah. Oh, no, we can walk through here. Never mind, we don't need the spy penguin. I know that other spot we do. Yeah, there we go. Battery, yeah. And then this other spot, we will need the spy penguin right there. Alright, so we have that. And then looking at the icebergs, another improvement of level of detail. Just looking at it, the only thing I could tell was just making it look more like an iceberg. So you're looking at more lines, cracks, things like that in the outside of it versus just completely looking smooth. So I think they're going to keep doing that until they nail the look. And this looks like it's actually poking out further now. I know they've been working on that, but it definitely looks improved. And now we see the shelf ice over here like we do on the East Iceberg biome. This is filled out. Looks way better. So yeah, right here looks a little bit more flat compared to some other areas where, like I said, it just looks like it has more line work in it. I think they'll keep doing more and more and more with that over the next couple weeks. And I think especially when you put the weather effect back on, let's go fog and weather, it looks definitely, well, as long as you can see, let's see if that clears that out for me. There we go. So you still get that little bit of haze there. Yeah. There we go. So looking good. And then last thing that we're going to cover, take the water volume back off. They've done level of detail work on the crashed ship portion number 2. And with that, just because I hadn't been in there in a while, I noticed ribbon plants and things like that in there that I hadn't noticed before. But like I said, it's been a minute since I've actually gone inside of here. So let's move around here. I'm going to float through this. There we go. So now we actually have a lot of ribbon plants around here. So kind of the integration with the rest of the lily pad biome in terms of now you have obviously the roots in here, but now we're seeing the ribbon plants, more dirt, things like that. Seems filled out. And this area seems to have gotten bigger too. This was already here. It's been here for a good while, but it actually seems a lot bigger than it was. I remember it was just kind of like a little hole down here, and now we have a lot more. And what do we got here?
Large shipwreck structure detected nearby.
And then we got, yep, aquarium module fragment. There we go. Let's bring that water volume back on. There we go. That looks better. Kind of seems like the ribbon plants are going to be the light source through in here also. If you don't have, I mean, your own flashlight or headlamp or anything like that. So those are the big ones. I actually have some questions that I've asked Danya that I'm waiting to hear. She's actually asked the devs, just waiting to hear back on all of that. And one of the big ones is whether or not the tablets have been cut. I know that was a question that I had. But the second I know, I'm going to do a video on that and tell you guys, but still waiting on that. Just because with them removing the actual areas to interface with that, and they haven't been in game for a while, it just kind of seems like now they're just not going to be in game. And I don't remember when they added this, the heat lily here, or thermal lily. I'm sure it's been here for a couple weeks, but it just kind of sunk in last week when I was messing around here that this was here, because usually I just run right past it. But that's actually going to be it for this video, everybody. If you like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all my content, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.